Hey, what's going on, guys? Perfect Nightmare here, back again with another Battlefield video. And today I'd like to introduce a new series for the entire Battlefield series called Unused Content. Yes, you heard that right, Unused Content. This is where I will go in and look at every unused content that was ever brought into any Battlefield game, Battlefield 3, 4, Bad Company, Battlefield Hardline, any of these, and go in and talk about it. Now, if you guys have any requests to talk about certain weapons that may or may not have been in the game, let me know and I'll try to do my best to look through and try to find anything about that. Well, without further ado, let's begin with the first one, and this is actually for Battlefield Hardline, and this is the first video out of the entire series, and this is for the North American Rockwell OV-10 Bronco, aka the Jet. Yes, you heard that right, Battlefield Hardline had a jet back in the day. And if you guys didn't know, the OV-10 was actually featured in two single-player missions, Gator Bait and Sovereign Land. In Gator Bait, you, as Nick Mendoza and Kai, are basically going off tagging all these drug kilos that were basically being dropped down by the plane, and that was the plane that was being used. In Sovereign Land, though, OV-10 was used to basically transport Nick and Marcus Boone out of the area. Now, this is where things actually get weird. The OV-10 was actually featured in two maps so far that I have known, and that is Dust Bowl, and also it's also featured down in Riptide. Now, there are reminiscences of it in Riptide, but as for Dust Bowl, the entire map design was completely changed out, and I'll talk about that in another video. But obviously, this one is actually going to talk about basically just about the Riptide version of it. So if you guys didn't know, Riptide actually has an airstrip in its map design, and this airstrip basically was to house the original OV-10. Now, this was replaced with the utility van that spawns on that runway, and obviously it was kind of last-minute changes due to the fact that they wanted the jet to be removed from it because there was going to be only use for it for two maps, and the rest of the map design was more close quarters engagement based. Also, the rumor was that they took out the jet because it wouldn't fit in with the actual Cops and Robbers theme. In my opinion, it kind of would and kind of wouldn't, but like I said, it's just really a different type of deal. Now, I'm going to go over something that's going to be in the next video as well, which is going to be talking about the Dust Bowl original design. And the original Dust Bowl design did have an airstrip where the antenna was. The map itself was completely redesigned, and it was completely different compared to what we see now in the final version. And I'm going to show you clips of the plane being used through the leaked May trailer from 2015. Basically, this is one that GameSpot released or kind of put up on their channel talking about it. It was a development, I think it's more of a development showing of what the game is going to be like. And honestly, like I said, it would have been better to have this plane. This plane was something that was magnificent, something that could have really changed the pace of a game and really shown off what was to come in Battlefield Hardline. Now, a lot of people still complain that the jets should have just stood in. Some people say that the jets are better off without it in. Honestly, like I said, it wouldn't make no difference. The jet would have taken at least two RPGs to take down, maybe one, and the Schmal was always going to be a one-hit kill. The Stinger could lock onto it. But like I said, there's a lot of things that could have happened with this game, or with the game with the jet being introduced into it. Maybe a lot of the map designs for future maps, such for like robbery and stuff like that, could have been changed around. Maybe it would have been a little bit more different. I understand the approach of what the developers actually put in of removing this this plane, but like I said, the plane where it's supposed to be designed at and where it was supposed to be shown off at was kind of crazy to see that it's no longer there, but we can still see reminiscence of it. Now, the plane itself had the same handling and ideas and maneuvers as the Warthog from Battlefield 5. Obviously, this actually put into more perspective that this vehicle itself is kind of designed like it, but is not the same. The gun was, or the OV-10 actually had a few weapons, or one weapon on it, which was the machine gun mounted to the front, and it was used to just basically take out infantry or any vehicles. Now, we don't actually know what type of ammo or machine gun it was using, if it was the M3M, the HMG, or the APMMG. But honestly, no matter what, the weapon was still highly used, or the vehicle was highly used, and it showed off basically what it looked to be a machine gun. Now, obviously, there's so many reasons why this vehicle could have been removed, or what was wrong with it, or what happened to it. And obviously, there were so many, there's so many differences in this game that kind of led to its removal. But honestly, I'm not going to go through all or every single theory of why it was removed. But anyways, guys, I'm Perfect Nightmare. Hopefully, you guys did enjoy this part 1 of the series called Unused Content. If you guys did enjoy this video, go ahead and like, share, comment. Also subscribe for more Battlefield content. And if you guys did not know already, I am hosting a giveaway for the end of this month for a copy of Battlefield 1. Now, all you have to do is just subscribe and you will be entered to win a copy, no matter if you're new or old. As well as this, it's also for Xbox One, so PS4 and PC players, just be aware of that. Anyways, guys, I'm Perfect Nightmare. Peace. Let me know what you guys think about this video. I'm out.